few summers ago, I went up to Rainier, Washington with some friends, and we were driving around town, and my friends kept referring to these people called Rampsters. What are Rampsters, I asked. They told me that they're a group of people who follow the teachings of Ramtha, a deceased 35,000-year-old warrior. People who have underground tunnels near their home in case the apocalyptic event of lizard people invading the earth were to happen. They're totally crazy, my friend said. This fascinating way of life led me to wonder about who these people really are. My curiosity has brought me to present to you the history of Ramtha's philosophy, the channeling through Jay-Z Knight, and finally the teachings of Ramtha's philosophy. Only locals call these people Rampsters, but who are they really? They consider themselves to be the followers of Ramtha's philosophy. This is the gate to their school, and this is the sign that leads to their school. They consider themselves to be the students, and their school, the Ramtha School of Enlightenment, is located in Yelm, Washington, where many of them live. There are currently over 6,000 students enrolled. The school's curriculum is based on the channelings by Jay-Z Knight of the entity Ramtha. Although the school has been criticized for being a cult, Jay-Z and the students deny such claims, saying the school is neither a religion nor a cult. Ramtha's teachings are a system of thought that allows the individual to engage in Ramtha's philosophy and experience it directly. The founder of the school is Jay-Z Knight, who claims that Ramtha began channeling her in 1977. It all started one night in her kitchen on February 9, 1997. Jay-Z claims to have been contacted by Ramtha, a 35,000-year-old warrior from Lemuria. Ramtha appeared before her and told her he had to help her over the ditch, whatever that means. She claims to be his first student of what he calls the Great Work. Jay-Z Knight developed the term channeling to describe Ramtha's speaking through her. During the channeling of Ramtha, Jay-Z Knight behaves differently and speaks in a deeper, stern voice. She speaks English, but with an Indian accent. So what does Ramtha talk about when he channels through her? Ramtha is the central figure for everything he teaches through Jay-Z. He is also known as the master teacher. He claims that every person can learn to create their own reality. Everything the students learn are compared to positive thinking attitudes, which means they discover how to utilize their inner wisdom, focus their brains, and create their own reality. They believe everything that exists originated with consciousness and manifests through the modulation of its energy into mass. Other skills they reportedly obtain include psychokinesis, telepathy, clairvoyance, and other ESP skills. There is even one lesson where students are blindfolded and have to navigate through a labyrinth without touching any of the walls or using any of their senses. This training is said to enhance one's ability to make decisions with confidence, even in the midst of chaos surrounding them. All of these methods seem to be quite useful, but Ramtha's controversial statements are definitely bizarre to some people. One example of his strange teachings dictated that unless students remain faithful to Ramtha, they will become prey of the lizard people, and the ancient figure of Jehovah will come down in a spaceship accompanied by the lizard people and eat them. In conclusion, Ramtha's School of Enlightenment, Ramtha channeling through Jay-Z Knight, and finally the teachings of Ramtha's philosophy are all very strange to some people. However, Ramtha continues to teach through Jay-Z Knight about how reality is created, how human beings can create their own personal reality. So if you're ever up in Rainier, Washington, be on the lookout for the fascinating people locally called Rampsters.